In a quiet suburban neighborhood, nestled in the midst of towering oak trees and well-manicured lawns, lived a boy named Timmy. He was a pretty avid city builder enthusiast, and had been eagerly awaiting the release of City Skylines 2. Little did he know that this game would take him on a terrifying journey that would blur the lines between reality and fantasy. Timmy was drawn into the game from the moment he powered up his computer. Based on the Unity engine, the graphics were stunning, and the level of detail was unparalleled. He quickly lost himself in the intricacies of urban planning, carefully constructing a city with skyscrapers that seemed to touch the heavens. But as he played, he began to notice something strange. The weather in the game mirrored the weather outside his window. If it rained in his city, it rained in his real-life neighborhood. If it was sunny in the game, it was sunny outside. At first, Timmy thought it was a mere coincidence, but as he continued to build his virtual metropolis, the eerie connection between the game and reality grew stronger. He created a hurricane in the game, and within minutes, a violent storm raged outside his window. He tested this power further, manipulating the in-game environment to match his desires, and each time, it happened in the real world. As the hours turned into days, Timmy's excitement turned into dread. He realized that he had the power to manipulate his world through the game. He could bring about storms, earthquakes, and even alter the landscape of his neighborhood. The consequences of his actions were far-reaching, and he began to fear the damage he might unintentionally cause. Desperate to undo the horrifying connection, Timmy decided to delete the game and erase its existence from his computer. As he reached for the uninstall button, a gust of wind blew through his room, scattering papers and knocking over his gaming chair. The game, it seemed, was not willing to let go. Frightened, Timmy closed his eyes and deleted the game. When he opened them again, he was no longer in his room, but standing in the heart of the city he had created in the game. Skyscrapers surrounded him, and the world was a chaotic blend of his virtual city and his real-life neighborhood. Panic set in as he realized that he was trapped in his own creation. Timmy wandered through the hybrid world, trying to find a way out. As he moved deeper into the city, the scenery grew increasingly surreal, and he encountered grotesque and deformed versions of the game's citizens, twisted by his unchecked manipulation. The once vibrant and bustling city had turned into a nightmarish dystopia. In a state of desperation, Timmy jumped off a virtual skyscraper, hoping it would wake him from his nightmare. As he fell, the world around him blurred, and he awoke in his own bed, bathed in sweat. It had all been a dream, he thought, relieved that he was back in his own world. But as he gazed out the window, he saw something that chilled him to the bone. A towering skyscraper he had built in the game now loomed outside his window, an eerie reminder that the line between reality and his nightmare had blurred in ways he could never fully understand. The power he had wielded in the game had left its mark on the real world. There was no escaping the consequences of his actions. Timmy realized that the nightmare was far from over, and he would forever be haunted by the horrors he had created.